Hi, today we are going to discuss about kinematics of circular motion. Kinematics of circular motion. Kinematics of circular motion. That is the first problem is they are starting from rest. A wheel rotates with uniform angular acceleration 2 pi radians per second square. After 4 seconds, if the angular acceleration ceases to act, its angular displacement in the next 4 seconds is after the angular acceleration ceases to act. After angular acceleration ceases to act, then so initially there is the wheel starts rotation from rest. That's why omega naught is equal to 0 radian per second. Omega naught is 0 radian per second, and that is with the uniform acceleration 2 pi radian per second square. So that is the alpha is equal to 2 pi radian per second square. That is the angular acceleration. After 4 seconds, if the angular acceleration ceases to act, after 4 seconds, acceleration ceases to act. Of course, here we have the time provided with the time taken t is equal to 4 seconds. After that, it attains a certain final angular velocity is say omega is equal to question mark. Omega is equal to question mark. First of all, up to here we will resolve that one such a way that we have to find final angular velocity, that is omega is equal to omega naught plus alpha t. As in linear motion we have v equal to u plus at is the equations of motion. That is the equation here we are using. That is omega is equal to initial acceleration say 0 plus alpha is alpha value is given as a 2 pi radian per second square, 2 pi into, and that is time taken is 4. So omega is equal to 8 pi radian per second. 8 pi radian per second. Here we have a condition, that is after ceases to act. If the angular acceleration ceases to act, its angular displacement in the next 4 seconds is angular displacement in the next seconds. We know that omega is equal to angular displacement by time. As that is the angular acceleration ceases to act, we have to take the generalized expression omega is equal to angular displacement by time taken. That implies theta is equal to omega t. After 4 seconds, we have the final angular velocity is 8 pi radians per second. By substituting that here, theta is equal to 8 pi into, again acceleration ceases to act 4 seconds. So that time taken is 4. Theta is equal to 32 pi radians. Theta is equal to 32 pi radians is the answer. So now here we have another question. A particle is going to parallel to x-axis. A particle is going parallel to x-axis with a constant speed v at a distance a from the axis. See here, this is y-axis, this is x-axis. Let us consider that is the parallel to x-axis with a constant speed v at a distance a from the axis. See here, let us consider up to here is the distance a sum a, and let us consider this is the position vector at this point, that is the velocity vector is traveling. Let us consider this is angle angle theta, this is r bar, position vector r bar. If it is theta, it is also angle theta. Up to here, this is a origin. Of course, this is position vector. Now if we resolve the velocity vector into two components, this is along v cos theta, this is along v sin theta. But we know generally omega, angular velocity omega is equal to perpendicular velocity by r we have to take. Now here perpendicular velocity is v sin theta. That's why we can write v sin theta by r. Then what about r? Then what about r here? Of course, this is the distance or the length will be a. This is the length will be a. Now, if we can resolve r into two components. If we can resolve r into two components, so here r cos theta will be acting here. R cos theta will be acting here, and this is it will be r sin theta. That's simply a. R sin theta is simply a. Let us consider here sin theta is equal to opposite side a by hypotenuse r. That is equal to we have to find a of course. No, r we have to find. That implies r is equal to a by sin theta. Now omega is equal to v sin theta by, instead of r we have to write a by sin theta. That is equal to v sin square theta by a is the expression. So angular velocity omega is equal to v sin square theta by a will be the answer. That is omega is equal to v sin square theta by a. So here another question, that is two particles A and B are moving on two different concentric circles with different velocities. Let us consider here two particles A and B revolving with different velocities VA and VB. At particular point A, tangential velocity VA, here tangential velocity or linear velocity VB. Now the distance from point A to the center RA, the distance point B is nothing but say RB. Okay, now we know that's very simplest thing. I think we know omega angular velocity omega can be written as V perpendicular by radius. V equal to R omega, and omega is equal to V by R. And here we have the perpendicular velocity is a angular velocity of B relative to A. They are asking. What's that? Omega AB. Omega BA we have to find. That's why VBA by RBA. That's simply we can write that is VB minus VA by RB minus RA will be the expression. This is the answer. It is very simplest one. Of course, today also we are discussing in the classroom teaching also. Here another question. If two particles are moving on same circle or different circles in same plane with different angular velocities omega 1 and omega 2. If two particles are moving on same circle or different circles in same plane with different angular velocities omega 1 and omega 2. Let us consider here first particle initial state. Okay, of course it is the initial position, say taken at point P. This is first one with omega 1 as it makes angle theta 1. Here is another particle with omega 2 whose angle is theta 2. Okay, now let us consider the relation between the theta 1 and theta 2 is theta 1 is equal to 2 pi plus theta 2. Since we know delta theta is equal to 2 pi. Of course, one is particle 2 will be in forward and somewhat point 1 will be in lagging. Then there must be the difference will be say like this. Of course, theta 1 is equal to 2 pi plus theta 2. 2 pi plus theta 2. Then theta 1 can be written as 2 pi by t. Angular displacement, that is 2 pi. Angular displacement is 2 pi. But we know angular velocity omega is equal to theta by t for complete rotation theta by t. So theta is equal to, that can be written as say omega into t. In this situation we can write omega 1 into t. Omega 1 into t is equal to 2 pi plus omega 2 into t. That implies omega 1t minus omega 2t is equal to 2 pi. Let us write omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Then 2 pi by capital T1 into t minus 2 pi by capital T2 into t, that is equal to 2 pi. Now it can be written as a 2 pi into 2 pi t into rastanu. I can write 2 pi t into 1 by t1 minus 1 by t2 is equal to 2 pi. Now 2 pi gets cancelled. 2 pi gets cancelled. Now t into, by taking the LCM, t2 minus t1 by t1 t2 is equal to 1. That implies time taken t is equal to t1 t2 by t2 minus t1 is the expression. Time taken t is equal to t1 t2 by t2 minus t1 is the expression. Now here we have other question, very simplest question. Depending upon the equations of motion, that is the speed of motor increases from 1200 rotations per minute to 1800 rotations per minute in 20 seconds. How many revolutions does it make in this period of time? So here we have the speed of motor increases from 1200 rotations per minute to 1800 rotations per minute. That is, say, let us consider it will be omega 1, angular velocity omega 1, and here it is omega 2. In time taken, that is nothing but say t is equal to 20 seconds. How many revolutions? That means we have to find the number of revolutions does it make in this period of time. So first of all, we have to find what about the acceleration. What about the angular acceleration? After getting it, if it is kept in before coming to rest, that's why how many revolutions is making this period of time, work of force. So then we have to solve like theta is equal to omega naught t plus alpha t square. For that we have to find the small, first of all alpha. We have to find alpha. So angular velocity, first angular velocity, initial angular velocity omega naught is equal to, or omega 1 is equal to, no problem, omega 1 is equal to 1200 rotations per minute, that is equal to 1200 into 2 pi by 60, that is equal to 60 ones 60 20s, yes or no, 0 cancel, 620 into 2 pi, that is equal to 40 pi radian per second. 40 pi radian per second. We are converting from rotation per minute to radian per second. Next, the final angular acceleration. Final angular velocity omega 2 is equal to 1800 rotation per minute. Then 1800 into 2 pi by 60 ones 60 30s, that is equal to 60 pi radian per second. Now according to the equations of motion, omega 2, okay, acceleration we have to find, of course. Omega 2 is equal to omega 1. Omega 2 is equal to omega 1 plus alpha into t. That implies alpha is equal to omega 2 minus omega 1 by t. That is equal to omega 2 60 pi minus omega 1 40 pi by seconds, time taken 20 seconds, that is equal to 20 pi by 20, that is equal to pi radian per second square. That is pi radian per second square will be the expression. Now we have to find angular displacement, of course. Angular displacement, that is theta is equal to omega naught t plus half into alpha t square. Omega naught t plus half into alpha into t square. Okay, omega naught t or omega 1, no problem. Like S is equal to ut plus half at square. Like S is equal to ut plus half at square. Here it is nothing but say V is equal to u plus at. Here we are using V equal to u plus at. Analogous to that. Now here S is equal to ut plus half at square. Now theta is equal to omega 1 into t plus half into alpha into t square. That is equal to theta. Theta can be written as a 2 pi. Why? Because we have to find number of revolution at this time. So 2 pi n is equal to omega 1, that is nothing but 40 pi 40 pi into what about the time taken? That is 20 seconds only. Time taken is 20 seconds plus half into alpha is given, that is pi into 20 square, that is equal to 4 to 8 800 pi plus half into pi into 400, 2 ones to 200s. So here we have to find 2n. Okay, we have to find n. That's why that can be written as a 2 pi into here also we can write 2 pi into 400 plus 400 plus 2 pi into 100, 2 pi into 100. Now 2 pi gets cancelled. Then n is equal to 400 plus 100, that is equal to number of rotations 500. That is number of rotations becomes 500. Number of rotations becomes 500. Number of rotations. Number of rotations 500. Okay. And now here we have a very simple and interesting question, that is a particle P is moving in a circle of radius or with uniform speed v. AB is the diameter of circle and C is the center. The ratio of angular velocity of P about A and C is. The ratio of angular velocity of P about A and C is. Let us consider this is the circle. This is the circle, and here given that is AB. What's that? Yes, AB. AB is the diameter. This is A, this is B. Let us consider here is the particle P is located. Particle P is located. Center, consider the C, okay? Circle. C is the center. C is the center. Now let us consider PA, PC. Say this is makes a certain angle theta. If it is theta, it will be 2 theta. Why? Because of its radius, a complete diameter double the radius, of course, except there is 2 theta. According to mathematics, of course, we know that. And now, let us consider this is angular velocity omega. This is angular velocity omega 2. So here theta 1 is theta 2 is 2 theta. So that here say theta 1 is equal to 2 theta 2, of course, okay. Theta 1 is equal to 2 theta 2. Why? Because of it will be considered say theta, if it is theta 2, that will be theta 1. Relation will be theta 1 is equal to 2 theta 2, of course. By different, we have to find the angular velocity. That's why if differentiating with respect to, if it is differentiating with respect to time, we can obtain, that is d by dt of theta 1 is equal to d by dt of 2 theta 2. D by dt of 2 theta 2. Now d theta 1 by dt nothing but omega 1. Yes or no? That is equal to 2 into, of course we can write like d theta 1 by dt is equal to 2 into d theta by dt. Now d theta 1 by dt can be written as omega 1 2 into omega 2 into omega 2. Of course it can be written as omega A is equal to 2 into omega c. Omega A is equal to 2 into omega c. Now omega A by omega c. Now omega A by omega c. Omega A by omega c is equal to 2, or omega c by omega A is equal to 1 by 2. Here we have to find about A and C only. Okay. Students, here is a small modification. Right here, take it C and A. Okay, C and A. C and A. Then we have to write omega C by omega A is equal to, this is the answer. Okay, a small modification, just exchange C and A, just exchange C and A. Okay, now here the graph is provided. A table fan is rotating at a speed of 2400 rotations per minute, is switched off, and the resulting variation of the rotation per minute with time is shown in the figure. The total number of revolutions of the fan before it comes to rest is, on x-axis time value is taken in seconds, and y-axis is taken rotations per minute. To calculate such type of graphs, we have to find the area of the given graph. That will be the answer. Further, we have to write find number of revolutions is equal to area under graph, area of the graph. Why? Because of rotation per minute, or nothing but some x of rotation per second into second. Rotation per second means r by s, s gets cancelled. We can find number of rotations. Further, here we have three regions. Number one is triangle, other one is rectangle, third one is triangle. Area of triangle half into base into height. Area of rectangle length into breadth. Okay, like we had right now. Of course, here we have three regions: region area plus second part area plus third part area. That is equal to first one. That is nothing but triangle DCE, triangle CDE area plus area of rectangle OAEC plus next area of triangle ABE. That is equal to, for triangle CDE implies half into base CE into height CD plus length into breadth OA into CD plus half into base AB height AE, that is equal to half into, what about CE? CE is nothing but 0 to 8 seconds. That's why 8 minus 0 into, what about CD 2400 minus 600 by, we have to find rotations per minute, rotations per minute. So per minute we have to write say 60. Here we have to take addition, that is plus, and oh, I forgot in CD. Yes, here we have to write only into only, multiplication only. Here we have to write multiplication, and then go for rectangle, that is OA nothing but 8 minus 0 into 0 to 600, that is 600 minus 0 by 60 plus triangle is there now, next triangle is there now, half into 24 minus 8 into 0 to 600 height. So 600 minus 0 by 60. 600 minus 0 by 60. Okay. Now answer will be half into 8 into half into 8 into 2400. That is simply 1800 by 60 plus 8 into 600 by 60 plus half into 16 into 600 by 60. Now it can be simply, we can write it as 0 0 gets cancelled. 6 30s, 2 4s, 120, 2 1s, 2 4s, 6 1s, 6 30s, 120 plus 80. 0 0 gets cancelled, that is 80 plus 6 10s, 2 8s, 60 10s, that is 80. So that is equal to 280 number of revolutions. 280 number of revolutions we can obtain.